You stand outside a door that never opens for the crowd. Behind it, shadows move. Laughter is muffled, secrets whispered, fortunes decided in silence. You are not invited. You will not be called inside. The world talks about what happens in those rooms. They gossip, they speculate, but few have ever seen it for themselves. The rich gather in places most will never reach. Their circles are small, their boundaries are law. They look out, but they rarely look down. Machiavelli understood. He saw that power is not just gold or fame. True power is position. A seat at the table, a voice that cannot be silenced. Those who survive, those who endure, build walls around their value. They set rules. They do not explain. They do not beg to be understood. You can spend a lifetime waiting outside. You can knock, hope, plead. But the door remains closed to those who do not know the law. Position is not given. It is claimed. It is guarded with discipline and defended with silence. Many try to buy their way in. Most are turned away. They confuse wealth with authority, noise with influence, kindness with strength. Inside, the rare learn that every yes is a risk, every favor a calculation. They understand that saying no is how you survive. They know that presence must be rare, boundaries unbreakable. If you want to be remembered, stop begging for entry, start building your own walls. Let the world talk. Let them wonder what happens behind your silence. This is how legends are made. Subscribe now. Wealth alone is fragile. Coins can be stolen, homes can burn, fortune rises then falls. But position, true position, is a fortress built in silence. The rich know this. They do not rely on luck or loud displays. They protect what matters most, their standing, their place above the crowd. Every rule is written for their defense. To outsiders, this world is invisible. Networks stretch across rooms, cities, even continents. Each connection is a line of defense, a favor traded, a door kept locked. Machiavelli warned, a ruler's greatest asset is the fortress no enemy can breach. For the rich, their fortress is not stone and steel, but trust, distance, and information. A single word can open doors, or close them forever. One mistake and the crowd will tear down what took years to build. The rich know better. They guard every secret. They never move carelessly. They cultivate relationships like gardeners tending rare flowers. Not everyone is welcomed. Not everyone is fed. Loyalty is tested again and again. Betrayal is never forgiven. Within these circles, silence is currency. A glance speaks more than a speech. Absence creates value. Rumor, not reality, fuels the legend. The poor spend their lives asking for permission. The rich spend theirs building invisible walls. To survive, you must learn this lesson. Position is more than money. It is insulation. It is the distance you keep, the discipline you enforce, the boundaries you never lower. This is why the rich endure while others fade, not by chance but by design, not by noise but by knowing exactly where they stand, and never letting the world forget it. What you see less, you want more. Scarcity is not a weakness, it is the secret weapon of the powerful. The rich do not flood the world with their presence. They are rare, they are distant. They understand that longing is worth more than approval. Machiavelli saw it clearly. He wrote that what is always available is never cherished. The rare become valuable. The crowd grows desperate when kept at arm's length. In every room there are faces you see each day. They are forgotten as quickly as they arrive. But the one who appears rarely, who speaks little, is remembered. Their words echo. Their absence creates rumor, tension, fascination. The rich guard their time like a treasure. They do not attend every meeting. They do not answer every call. A delayed response, a missed invitation raises their price. Scarcity builds mystique. Mystique draws followers, imitators, and sometimes enemies. The world chases what it cannot have. It gossips about the silent, the absent, the unapproachable. People want what is rationed. A seat at the table becomes a prize. An audience with the powerful turns into a story for the ages. The rich understand that making themselves scarce multiplies their value. Their absence becomes a legend. To be everywhere is to be nowhere. To be rare is to be desired. Those who understand this law rise above the noise. Those who ignore it become background. Do not give yourself away. Let your silence speak. Let the world wonder. Scarcity is how the rich stay richer, by making every glimpse, every word, every favor cost more than gold. A fortress without walls is no fortress at all. The powerful set boundaries you can feel even if you never see them. They do not argue. They do not plead. Their no is the final word. Machiavelli understood this instinct. A ruler must draw the line and never let it blur. Boundaries are set in silence. They are enforced without anger, without apology. For the rich, every rule is a wall. Not everyone gets close. Not every hand is shaken. Access is a privilege, not a right. When the crowd pushes, the elite push back with distance. When others demand answers, they respond with silence. Explanations are rare, and when they come, they are deliberate, calculated. A no that needs a reason is a no that can be broken. The rich do not explain their refusals. They let silence stand as law. The world quickly learns there is no room for negotiation. People resent the walls at first. They call them cold, arrogant, distant. But in time, those very boundaries earn respect. The crowd understands the rarest things are the hardest to reach. Those who explain are tested. Those who refuse and stand firm are obeyed. A line held in silence is stronger than a wall of words. To survive, build your rules and never defend them. Let your boundaries become your reputation. Those who last are remembered not for their explanations, but for the lines they never allowed to be crossed. Inside every fortress there are circles within circles. Not everyone inside is equal. Some sit close to the fire, others stand at the edges, hoping to be noticed. The rich do not stand alone. They build alliances, not out of love, but out of need. Each bond is strategic. Every friendship is a calculation. Machiavelli taught that rulers survive by binding the powerful to their interests. The elite have their own tribes, exclusive clubs, private meetings, invisible networks that decide who rises, who falls. To enter, you must pay, sometimes with loyalty, sometimes with information, sometimes with silence. Gatekeepers watch every entrance. They remember faces, they judge every approach. One misstep and the door closes. Inside, favors are traded like currency. Secrets become leverage. Nothing is free. Trust is never given, only earned and always tested. Those who try to force their way in are quickly shut out. The rich protect their circle by making entry a privilege, not a right. From the outside, these alliances look like friendships. On the inside, they are contracts, silent, unbreakable, and cold. In every age, the most powerful have always moved in packs. They understand that unity makes them stronger, but only if the boundaries remain tight. If you want to rise, find the circle, prove your worth, learn the rules, or build a new fortress of your own. Within these circles, legends are born and outsiders are forgotten. The world sees what it wants to see. Wealth is not always counted in coins, but in perception. The rich know this. They invest in reputation, in myth, in the mask they wear for the crowd. Machiavelli warned, everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are. This is the secret of position. Appearances build power. Legends are shaped by rumor, not by truth. The powerful control their own stories. They shape whispers in back rooms and headlines in bright lights. They let the world believe in ease, grace, invincibility. Inside, the truth is work, vigilance, discipline. To outsiders, the mask looks effortless. It hides the walls, the worries, the calculations behind every word. To the crowd, every smile means welcome, every nod means friendship. But the mask is armor, protecting the real strength underneath. The rich rarely show weakness. They keep troubles behind closed doors. Their image is carefully crafted, guarded, maintained. Rumors swirl, but they never rush to explain. What is hidden is powerful. What is mysterious draws attention. The less you reveal, the more people want to know. Perception is position. A single moment of doubt, a single slip of the mask, can bring the walls tumbling down. To rise, guard your image. Let the world believe what it wants. Build your legend with silence, distance, and a mask no one can see through. Because in a world that judges by the surface, only those who master the mask keep their place at the top. The rich are not careless with kindness. Their gifts are never random. Every act of generosity is weighed. Every favor has a reason. Machiavelli knew the truth. Generosity given without thought is weakness. A ruler who gives too much is soon despised, not loved. The crowd expects more, never satisfied. The powerful use generosity as a tool. A gift is a hook, a favor, a bond. No gesture is wasted. A donation brings influence. A helping hand buys loyalty. Each gift is a silent contract, unspoken but understood. The rich do not hand out fortune to everyone. Their circle is small. Their standards are high. Gifts go only to those who strengthen their position. Kindness is measured. Too much and it loses value. Too little and it breeds enemies. The secret is balance. Every act has a purpose. Each yes creates a debt. Each debt is remembered. People notice who receives. They watch who is ignored. Envy grows at the edges. For the poor, generosity is a hope for gratitude. For the rich, it is a ladder, a step higher each time. Never give to be liked. Give to gain ground. Give to build walls, not tear them down. Machiavelli would say, "Give only what makes you stronger. Let others wonder why your gifts are rare. Let them feel the cost, every single time." In the world of the powerful, generosity is never free. Indifference is unsettling. The rich do not chase. They do not explain. They do not plead for trust or approval. Machiavelli believed silence was strength. Emotion is shown only when it serves the law. The rare speak little, act less, reveal almost nothing. People crave reaction. They search for clues. They want to see you flinch. But indifference leaves them guessing. It makes them anxious. The powerful never argue with the crowd. Rumors die in the face of silence. Insults fall flat when ignored. Even betrayal loses power if met with calm. A single quiet look can silence a room. A pause, a shrug, a refusal to react, these become shields. The crowd cannot read the unbothered. They cannot provoke the unmoved. Indifference creates distance. It turns conflict into fog. It lets others waste their energy while you conserve yours. The poor fight every battle. They defend, explain, react. The rich let storms pass overhead, untouched beneath their armor. People call it cold. Some say it's arrogance. But indifference protects peace, focus, and legacy. Let others beg for attention. Let them chase every rumor. The rare stay silent. Their calm is a warning. Their lack of response is a lesson. In the end, the world fears what it cannot shake. Indifference is the armor only the powerful can afford. Wear it. Let it guard your legend. Nothing in the world of the powerful comes without a price. Access is a privilege. It is never handed out freely. The rich set the rules for entry. Machiavelli warned, "A wise ruler makes others pay for every step closer." Information is rationed. Time is limited. Opportunities are scarce. If you want a seat at the table, you must prove your value. Sometimes the cost is loyalty. Sometimes it's silence. Sometimes it's giving something up. The poor ask for favors and expect kindness. The rich expect tribute. Every meeting is a negotiation. Every invitation comes with strings. The gatekeepers remember who gave, who took, who simply asked. Each request is weighed. Every favor is counted. There are doors that never open for the unproven, rooms you will never see, conversations you will never hear. Privilege has a price tag. It may be money. It may be reputation. It may be a sacrifice you never see coming. Those who pay the price sometimes rise. Those who expect something for nothing remain outside, always looking in. Nothing is random. Every reward, every secret, every glimpse behind the walls, earned, never given. The rich get richer because they understand. Access is their greatest currency. Nothing is ever free. They decide who pays and who will always remain outside. The poor open every door. They say yes to everyone. Their time is spent, their energy given away for free. They hope that kindness will bring reward. Machiavelli saw the trap. Those who beg for favor lose respect. They are used, then forgotten. The world remembers the one who refuses, not the one who pleads. The poor want to be noticed. They share too much. They chase every opportunity. They make themselves easy to reach, easy to replace. No fortress stands around their value. No boundaries protect their efforts. They explain, defend, apologize. Each word, each gesture lowers their price. The rich stay rare. The poor stay common. The rare build legend through absence. The common fade in a sea of noise. People take what is offered for free. They seldom treasure it. The poor expect gratitude, but find only new demands. Their giving never ends. They wait for someone to lift them up, but no one lifts those who lie flat on the ground. Scarcity creates longing. Abundance creates indifference. The poor do not understand this law. Until you value your presence, no one else will. Until you draw lines, you remain invisible. Machiavelli's warning is clear. If you want to rise, stop begging for approval. Stop giving yourself away. Begin to say no. Build your walls. Only then will you see the price of position and why the rich always stay ahead. Not every threat shows its face. Some come with praise, some come with smiles. Flatterers circle the rich like shadows. Machiavelli warned about these dangers. He said, "A wise ruler avoids flatterers more than open enemies." Compliments are not always honest. Praise often hides ambition. Inside the fortress, rivals watch each move. They copy your style. They whisper agreements. But they dream of your place at the table. The rich know this game. They test loyalty in silence. A careless word, a wrong look, every signal is judged. Gatekeepers guard the doors. Every newcomer is watched. Trust is built slowly. One mistake and the circle closes forever. Sometimes threats come from within. An old ally now jealous, a friend, turned into a rival. Betrayal is born from too much trust. The powerful respond with distance. They do not show all their cards. They limit what is shared. Secrets are never given freely. The poor welcome everyone. The rich study everyone. They remember every flattery, every warning. Inside these walls, nothing is forgotten. A ruler survives by being alert, by seeing the threat before it strikes. If you want to keep your position, heed Machiavelli's law. Do not be blinded by praise. Test every friend. Trust only what has been proven, not what has been promised. Scarcity is not just a rule, it is a legend. It turns ordinary people into myths. What you cannot reach, you never forget. The rich know this. They use distance as a weapon. They appear less, say less, share less. Their absence becomes a story. Machiavelli saw how legends are made. The rare are spoken of in whispers. Rumors spread where the truth is hidden. A single appearance becomes an event. People wonder about what is locked away. A glimpse of the rare becomes valuable. A word from the silent carries weight. Each detail grows bigger in the retelling. The crowd waits at the gates. They imagine what happens inside. Their longing grows every time they are refused. The rich feed the legend by staying apart. They let others fill in the gaps. Myths are born from silence, not from noise. What is always seen is easily dismissed. What is withheld gains value every day. If you want to build your own legend, resist the urge to explain. Let others wonder. Let them tell your story. Machiavelli's law is simple. Scarcity is the root of all legend. Disappear before they forget you. Return only when absence has made you priceless. No is the hardest word. It is also the most powerful. The rich use it often. They guard their yes with silence. Machiavelli understood this law. He taught that true authority is built on refusal. The world remembers those who keep their doors shut. Each no becomes a legend. The poor are erased by endless agreement. They say yes to every demand. They become easy, forgettable, invisible. Their value drops with each surrender. The rare are defined by the lines they draw. They do not fear disappointment. They do not chase approval. Their no is not up for debate. Refusal sets the price. It teaches respect. People want what they can't have. Every closed door increases desire. The crowd pushes for a yes. They beg for access, for attention, for approval. But every time the rich say no, their legend grows. Saying yes may feel good in the moment, but legends are remembered for what they refused, not for what they surrendered. Guard your yes. Let it be rare. Let it mean something. If you want power, do not fear refusal. Embrace it. Make your boundaries famous. Let your no echo long after the question is forgotten. Loyalty is not assumed. It is tested. The rich do not trust easily. They make people prove themselves. Machiavelli warned, alliances are fragile. They last only as long as interests align. When the winds change, loyalty fades. Inside the fortress, everyone is watched. Every promise is remembered. Every broken word is recorded. Nothing is forgiven quickly. Tests come in silence. Sometimes with distance, sometimes with hardship, sometimes with a request refused. The rich want loyalty that survives the storm. They reward those who stand firm. They notice who walks away at the first sign of trouble. Betrayal is never forgotten. Trust, once broken, is rarely rebuilt. The gate to the inner circle shuts quietly but tightly. Those who stay are few. They are tested again and again. Their loyalty is earned, not bought. The poor believe words. The rich believe actions. Each trial reveals who is real and who was only waiting for a better offer. Position is protected by loyal hands, but loyalty must be proven every day. This is why circles are small and legends are rare. Let loyalty be your wall. Let your memory be long. Machiavelli's law endures. Only the tested remain beside the throne. Wealth alone is not a legacy. A fortune can be spent. A name can be forgotten. But position must be guarded or it will vanish. The rich know this truth. They do not give everything to the next generation. They teach first. They test next. Inheritance is not a gift. It is a challenge. Machiavelli believed dynasties endure through discipline, not softness. The fortress must be rebuilt by every heir. No wall lasts forever. Every boundary must be defended again and again. Children of the powerful learn early. They are taught to say no. They are taught to guard secrets. They are shown how to build distance. A legacy is not endless giving. It is teaching the next in line to value absence, to honor silence, to understand scarcity. Each new ruler is watched by the world. Any weakness is noticed. Any crack is attacked. The poor hand down money, hoping it will last. The rich hand down laws, rules for survival, for protection, for staying rare. Position is defended in every generation. It is a torch, not a treasure chest. Only those who respect the law will keep the flame alive. Machiavelli's warning is clear. A true legacy is not what you leave, but what you teach others to guard. That is how the rich endure while others are lost to time. Legends are not made by endless giving. They are built on limits, on scarcity, on what is withheld, not what is surrendered. The rich understand this. They do not exhaust themselves for every request. They say no more often than yes. Their presence is a rare event. Their time is rationed. Their help comes with a price. Machiavelli wrote that rulers remembered by history knew when to disappear. Absence creates value. Distance creates myth. Those who are always seen are soon ignored. Sacrifice for the crowd is rarely noticed. Those who give everything are forgotten. Their story fades when they are gone, but those who hold back become legends. The world remembers the rare. The crowd tells stories of the ones who vanished too soon. They wonder what wisdom was left unspoken. They invent tales to fill the silence. To rise above, do not bleed for applause. Do not drain yourself to please. Build your legend by being rare, not by being everywhere. Give only what matters, leave them wanting more. Let your name linger long after your shadow is gone. Machiavelli's law is simple. Scarcity forges the legend. Sacrifice alone leaves only emptiness. To endure, you must set limits. Keep your value high and let the world remember what you never gave away. The night falls. The door shuts once more. Inside, the rich gather in silence. They reinforce their walls. They count their allies. The world outside grows restless. Machiavelli's law stands firm. Only those who guard their position survive. Only the rare are remembered. The rules do not change. Scarcity protects value. Distance builds legend. The crowd keeps knocking. Most will never enter. They wonder what secrets the walls hide. They invent stories to fill the gaps. Inside, the powerful speak softly. They know the price of entry. They remember who stayed loyal. They do not explain their rules. Their silence is law. If you want to endure, start now. Draw your boundaries, make yourself scarce, defend your place, refuse to be ordinary. Those who write the law are never forgotten. The rare become the story the world tells. Their names echo long after the doors have closed. Do not beg to be included. Make your absence valuable. Let others chase your legend. Subscribe now, because only those who master the law of position leave their mark on history. The world forgets the open gate, but remembers the fortress that no one could break.